You checked the phone again tonight at 9 o'clock. Not for the time. You knew the time. You checked to see if the screen had lit while you were down the hall. 11 days now. So I will name the fear you keep behind that. Do you believe you are being forgotten? Keep this playing. That silence is not the message you have read it as. You have counted them. You would not say that out loud to anyone, but you have. 11. You know it without working it out. You know which day the last message came, and roughly what time, and what it said. You know how long it took you to write back something that would not sound like it had been waited for. Do not turn this off here. What I am going to say about those 11 days is not what you expect. You have not told anyone the number either. Someone at church asked how the family were. You said they are all very busy. That was true. And it was also the sentence you have been using for 2 years. I want to start with what has actually been happening in those 11 days, because you have the facts wrong. You believe there has been silence. There has not been silence, not for 1 hour of it. That is not a comforting rephrasing of a hard fact. It is a straight correction. I need you to see it exactly as it has been. You have been living inside something you built yourself, and calling it the weather. Here is the first true thing. Those 11 days have been full of talking. You have been doing all of it. Every time you passed that phone, a sentence went through you, and the sentences were not yours. You said them in their voice. That you are not thought about much, that you have become an item on a list, that the affection is habit now, and thinning. Not one of those sentences was ever spoken to you by the person you gave it to. Hold that. There is a harder version of it coming. You have been holding a conversation with someone who was not in the room, and losing it every time. That is what has been happening in your kitchen, not silence. A trial with one voice doing both parts. There is a second thing, and it is harder. I will come to it. First, something I am not going to do tonight. I am not going to tell you what is in that person's head. Not because I am keeping it from you, because it would not hold you up. If I handed you a reason tonight, you would sleep well for a week. Then the 11th day would come round again, and you would need another one. And because what is inside a person is theirs, I do not hand out people's insides, not even to a mother, not even to a good one, not even to one who has earned every right to know. So instead, I am going to do something better and less comfortable than an explanation. I am going to tell you the truth about you. You have been reading a silence as a report on your worth. That is the whole of it. That is the entire machinery. And there is one layer beneath even that. Stay for it. Here is the second true thing. The fear underneath the counting is not that they are busy. You are afraid you have become optional. That there was a time when you were the first call, the one who was told first, the one the news came to, and that somewhere in the last 10 years, the position quietly moved, and nobody announced it, and you found out by arithmetic. That is the real sentence. You have never once let yourself finish it out loud. It is not a self-pitying thought. It is an observation. You have always been good at observing, and that is exactly why this one has been so hard to argue with. I will answer it directly, because it is a fair fear, and it deserves better than reassurance. But not yet. First, I want the rest of the room with us. If you have been counting days too, type Amen below. You do not have to say the number. I want to name where this actually lives in your day, because it is not the big moments. It is the phone put face down on the counter, so you will not be tempted, and turned back over 11 minutes later. It is deciding not to ring, because ringing would mean they would know you had noticed. It is the message you drafted and deleted, twice, because both versions sounded like an accusation wearing a smile. It is the birthday card you bought early and cannot write, because you do not know which tone to use with your own child. It is the Sunday afternoon you keep clear every week, in case. Nothing is ever arranged, and you keep it clear anyway. It is reading an old message thread from 2 years ago, to check that you did not imagine how it used to be. It is watching someone at church take a call from their daughter, and feeling something you would be ashamed to name. One of those is yours. Probably more than one. I will come back to the worst of them before the end. Put the counting down for 1 minute. It will still be there afterwards, and it will still be wrong, and I will still be here. Breathe with me here. In, there has been no silence. Out, only my own voice in it. In, I am not optional. Out, and he is not keeping account against me. Now look at a woman in the book who was misread in exactly this way. She went into the house of God, carrying something she could not say out loud. She prayed with her lips moving, and no sound coming out. There was nothing for anyone to hear. The priest watched her, and decided she was drunk. He said so to her face. Watch this next part, because it is about your kitchen. He read a silence and got it completely wrong. And he was a professional at holy things, standing in the doorway of the temple. She did not accept his reading. She told him plainly what was actually happening, and he changed his mind on the spot and blessed her. Silence is the easiest thing in the world to misread. A priest at the door of the temple got one wrong. You have been sitting alone in a kitchen for 11 days reading one, with no way to check anything, and you have been treating your reading as a fact. There is more in her than the misreading, and I will come back to her. And there is the counting itself. You think the counting is a symptom of something unhealthy in you. It is not. I count too. I am a God who numbers things. The hairs of a head, the sparrows, which are worth almost nothing to anybody, and are still not forgotten. I have counted your 11 days. I counted them the way I count everything about you, which is not the way a court counts. I did not count them to build a case against anyone. I counted them because they happened to someone I love. And there is something else I have counted, which you have never counted once. I will come to it before the end. Let me speak now into your particular house. One of these is yours. To the one whose child is simply far away. A different country, or 3 hours by road, and a life you cannot picture properly anymore. You have stopped asking for details, because asking sounds like complaining. Hear this. Wanting to be told things is not a demand. It is what love does when it has been given nothing to hold. To the one whose child walked away from the faith you raised them in. You have carried that as a verdict on your parenting for years. You have apologized to me for it, more times than you have apologized to anyone for anything. I have never once accepted that apology, because it was never owed. 2 more after this. Stay for them. To the one where something was said. A wedding, a will, an illness, a sentence in a kitchen 10 years ago. And the calls got shorter afterwards, and never came back. You are not imagining the change. But you have decided you are past repair, and that decision was made by you, not by me. To the one who is not even sure there is a problem, nothing happened. There was no row. It just thinned, year by year, the way a path grows over when nobody walks it. That is the loneliest of the 4, because there is nothing to point at, and nobody takes it seriously when you try to explain. There is one thing underneath all 4, and it is what I have been holding since the start. You have been waiting to be told you still matter to them, by them. And while you wait, you have quietly stopped believing it yourself. So let me take you to one night. You know which one. Not the 11th day. Not any of the days you have counted. A night that is not on your list, because you did not think it counted as an event. It was recent. You were in the kitchen, and the house had gone quiet. Here is the 3rd thing. You picked the phone up that night. You had their name on the screen. Your thumb was on it. And you put it down again. You told yourself it was late. It was not that late. You told yourself they would be tired. That was not it either. You put it down because if you rang and it was short or distracted or merely polite, you would have your answer, and you would rather not have it. I was there for that, standing in your kitchen while you did the arithmetic. I want you to hear what I thought of you in that moment, because you have assumed it was pity. It was not pity. It was recognition. I have been knocking on doors for a very long time, and I know exactly what it costs to reach first. And now the question you asked at the beginning, are you being forgotten? I will answer it, and I will answer it about you, and not about them, because that is the only answer that will hold past Friday. Here it is. No, you are not being forgotten. And I am not going to prove that by telling you what someone else is thinking. A proof like that lasts 11 days, and then needs replacing. Here is the proof that does not need replacing. Being remembered by a person and being held are not the same thing. You have spent this fortnight confusing them. A person can forget to ring you on a Tuesday. It says nothing at all about whether you exist. There are 40 years behind that telephone. Nights you sat up, money you did not spend on yourself, 100 journeys you made and never mentioned to anyone, words you did not say because they would have been unfair, and you were the adult in the room. None of that is stored in another person's memory. It was never stored there. It is stored here. 11 days cannot reach it. 11 years could not reach it. And there is something you have not thought about, the phone itself. I have not said it yet. You have been holding it wrong. That is not your fault, and it can be put right tonight. Breathe with me once more. In. There has been no silence. Out. Only my own voice in it. In. I am not optional. Out. And I was never stored in them. Come back tomorrow, and the day after. A thing that thinned across 10 years does not turn round in one evening, and I am not asking it to. There will be a new message waiting here every single day. Subscribe and turn on the bell, so this voice is here on the evenings when the phone is not. Before I go, the phone itself. I have not explained it. Look at the golden stream now. Watch which way it runs. It does not wait at the top of the hill to be invited down. It goes. It has always gone first, into rooms that never asked for it, including yours, on evenings when you had not prayed. And a doorway of warm light standing open in the dark. Notice that it is open. Notice who opened it. Notice that nobody knocked. That is not a small detail. It is the shape of everything I do. I did not wait at a distance to be approached. I did not stand on ceremony about who should move first. I came down a road, into a house, to people who had not sent for me. And I did it, knowing exactly how it would be received. Nobody has ever had to earn my first move. Now the thing I held back. It is about that phone, and it will be uncomfortable for about a minute. You will want to argue with it, and I would rather you did. Here it is. You have been holding that phone as though it only receives. It does not. It has never only received. It has worked in both directions for all 11 of those days. You know this. You have known it the whole time, and you have not rung, because ringing first feels like losing. Somewhere it became a scoreboard. Whoever reaches out is the one who needs it more. Needing it more is the weaker position. And you have been the strong one in that family for 40 years, and you do not know how to stop. So hear me carefully, because I am not scolding you. Reaching first is not losing. It is the thing I have done most often, and I have never once counted it as a loss. And there is one last thing after this, and it is not about the telephone at all. And if you ring, and it is short, and nothing changes, you will not have lost anything either. The reaching was never a transaction. It was never priced. You do not have to be chosen again in order to go first. Ring on a Saturday morning, not a Tuesday night. Say nothing about the 11 days. You are not asking anyone for an account. There is one more thing I have not told you, and it is not about the phone. It is about a jar on your counter that has stayed shut for 2 days, and what you decided that meant about you, and who you did not tell. Not tonight. Tomorrow, come back, and I will say something about those hands. You are loved. You are seen. You are mine.